Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. So today we're doing a review video of the next level racing Flight Seat Pro and Flight Stand Pro. So I purchased these about a month or so ago, not directly unfortunately for next level racing. We did approach them to see if they would give us one to review, unfortunately because the channel is not big enough yet, which I completely understand. They would not release one at this time. So what we are going to do, we're just going to have a quick look around at my setup. So like I said, I've had it about a month. It's changed its setup quite somewhat over time. It's been a bit of a nightmare, to be quite honest. It's not an easy job, and it's definitely not a toy, this. So this is a solid piece of kit. It absolutely weighs a ton. So I think it weighs about 50 kg in total boxed. So it retails at £1,098 if you want to buy it. I paid around £450 for it, which obviously is very, very cheap. And that did make me think, oh, what was wrong with it? Well, it turns out there was nothing wrong with it, and it was just the gentleman really needed the space really quickly, and I was fortunate enough to be able to drive down to Portsmouth to go and collect it. So let's run you through it. So generally speaking, it comes in two parts. So from here, you'll see, so from this side here, so this is the Flight Seat Pro from here, and then the stand integrates with that. Generally, it can be put in two different bits, so there is more wheels within the box. I haven't got the box in the room actually at the minute, but there are so many spare parts. Even post all this, there's about 5 or 6 different plates and different bits and bobs that I don't really need at the moment. So as you can see, we've got the rudder pedals down here. This is the Thrustmaster Rudder Pedals, which I'm hoping to get changed with the new wing ones when they come out. Like I say, it is a completely sturdy design. It does not move anywhere. It has lockable caster wheels as well. These plates obviously have different settings, so you can mount pretty much any joystick or any yoke to it. I don't know if you can quite see underneath, but there's literally bits everywhere. So we've obviously got our new wing joystick here, which works a treat. It doesn't quite sit straight on the stand because of where the mounting screws are. It sits slightly skew if, so if you notice that. As you see, I've got a little bit of a stand here just where my headphones go. Obviously we have the seat belts that come with it, and obviously the chair. So the chair comes forwards and backwards. That's actually fully back, but obviously you can bring it forwards and backwards depending on what you want. It's made of good high density foam. It is relatively comfy. Whether you need the lumbar support, I don't really know. Sometimes I find it a little bit more of a hindrance than what it is. And the chair generally is quite comfy. I probably couldn't spend hours in it if I'm honest, but it is relatively comfy. So the next thing in the centre here, you can see we've got a centre console. So this is actually designed for the HOTAS mount, as you can see just here. That is the HOTAS mount, and that is what this bit is designed for. However, we sort of self-engineered it a little bit, because initially the keyboard was sat over here on this left-hand side, and I really didn't like it there. It just didn't feel natural typing, and I really couldn't get on with it. So I decided to move it and put it in the middle. Obviously that then creates another problem is, well, how do you get into the sim? And it is a little bit of a struggle at times to get into the sim, I'll be completely honest. It can be a bit of a nightmare. The rudder pedals at the back, they are on adjustable height, so you can adjust it up and down. You can go completely flat. I've only adjusted it slightly because obviously there's a bit of a increase in sort of the size on the pedals itself. These pedals, I wouldn't really recommend them if I'm completely honest. I've had them for about 5 years now. They're a bit past their sell-by date in all fairness, but they're alright. They've done the job, but I need to get something a little bit more accurate now. So moving up, obviously this is the top end of the mount. I don't know if you want me to just see me getting in it. So I generally put one foot down here, one arm up onto here, and then we jump down into the sim. And it's fairly straightforward to get in and out. It's probably a little bit easier coming out from the right hand side. So as you can see, we have our wing EFIS. So if any of you guys want to know a little bit more about the EFIS and the FCU, we've got videos on that already. So these aren't actually screwed, they're glue dotted. Main reason is because it's not going to stay like this forever, and there are going to be some changes with the sim. Moving down to the right here, so we have another plate here that's on this extendable arm. Ignore the climb, it's just because the seat didn't lock in properly. So this is a bigger plate, and some people actually move this on to this left side but personally I feel it's better here, and I've also got my mouse here as well, which has a reasonable range of movement on it from what we need. Obviously we have our wing MCDU, so this is mounted, I don't know if I can show you, let me try and show you. It's mounted underneath and it is bolted underneath. It doesn't work brilliantly, if I'm honest. I had to sort of work out and self-engineer some bolts for it to sit in, but as you can see it's really sturdy. Apart from the less sturdy bit is actually the plate. So next thing is obviously where we have our Thrustmaster throttle and with the ProDesk Sim throttles as well. So that's mounted onto another plate which you can just see under here. This was a bit of a nightmare to mount, to be quite honest, because if we had it down here it's too far back, whereas on here it's alright and does the job really. I can see all my switches that I have here, so I don't know if you've seen in the videos, I have different switches here. That's where half my landing lights, taxi lights, mostly lights on there, but there is also APU control and seatbelt control from that. Obviously here we have the Satec, the rustic old Satec radio panel, which hopefully will be going in the future and being replaced with one of these bad boys when we release one. And next really is our microphone, which we run on all setups, so that's mounted to the back side of this plate, just for ease. And obviously the new addition of the camera here, that's a fairly new addition as of today, but the actual video that I'm recording on, that should be our new camera at some point. We just need to do a little bit of fiddling with it to see why it's losing charge whilst plugged in. I'm not too sure what's going on with that. So let's just jump out. As you can see, like it works well. It's a comfortable fit. Obviously you can see my Dyson fan there because of the weather recently. As you can see from like a screen point of view, obviously I only use this left screen at the minute for flight sim, and it's pretty alright, to be honest. There's not really anything. It used to be on a gassed strut, but I changed it. Chances are in the future we're probably going to remove the desk that all this is on, and then basically move it over to one of the Next Level Racing actual monitor stands and have it completely separate. So let me jump out without falling out. There we go. So you need to be, oh, I'm standing on things now. It's because it's not in its normal place. There we go. So cable management is a must on this, and it is a bit of a nightmare, the cable management. So you probably notice you can't see that many cables. See this one, which is for the headphones, but generally speaking you can't really see any cables. The reason for that is they run underneath this panel here. So some run under here and some run under that left side. I bought some, I can't think we call it, like conduit, rubber conduit for it to go in, and then it goes down into a USB hub, which you can probably just about see there. But yeah, it's really nice, to be fair. Overall really good quality. It does take a long time to build. Sorry that I didn't upload a video of building it. Reason for that is I didn't have the instruction manuals with it. That was one of the downfalls, so I had to just sort of put my head together and try and work out how it all went together. It wasn't too bad, but it took a little while, and then I started deciding I don't like it in that place, don't like this place, and there's a lot of adjustment, so it wouldn't have made a very good video, to be honest. I just thought I'd show you the end result. Let's talk about spare parts then. So this, like I say, comes with lots of spares. There's another 2 plates, so a plate can come off this side here. There's also another plate that can come down here. But generally speaking, it's really good. I've actually had to buy myself a new toolbox purely just for the Next Level Racing and wing stuff. So these are the sort of amount of tools you get with it. Well, some aren't, the Allen keys aren't, but a lot of the other tools came with it. The amount of nuts and bolts, so these are all Next Level Racing nuts and bolts, so you're never going to be short of nuts and bolts. Same with the next drawer here, washers, nuts, screws, all sorts. Obviously you can use them round plates as well, and the bottom one is just cable management and wing product stuff, but that's just something that we decided to do. Just to make things easier, so if I do change anything, it's a quicker process rather than looking for loads of nuts and bolts. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this short video. Apologies, been about here, there and everywhere, but I just thought I'd show you what we've got. I'm really impressed with it so far. The other thing I'm probably least impressed with is the seat belts. and they're a bit of a nightmare. Not really needed, if I'm perfectly honest. Sometimes I wear them, sometimes I don't. But like I say, generally really quality sim, and I would certainly recommend buying it, to be quite honest with you. And if you want to buy one, I would say have a look on eBay first before you go to Next Level Racing. Obviously, just make sure you don't get ripped off. If someone's doing it cheap, then you need to ask them lots of questions. This guy asked loads of questions about why he's selling it, just because it didn't seem to fit right, but then it all seemed to fit right at the end. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you again in another video. Bye for now.